Okay. Lovely, everyone. So if you just want to lie down in Shavasana, brilliant. Shake out your arms and legs.
Shine upon you, love.
5 minutes of deep relaxation. Remember your eye pillows, everyone, or scarves to cover the eyes. Let's squeeze and release, everyone. So make fist, shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze the buttocks, push your heels away. Tense your whole body. Squeeze and tense, tense and squeeze and release. And relax. Good, and repeat. Make fist, shoulders up to the ears. Push your heels away, lift them from the floor. Squeeze the buttocks, pull your abs in and release. And relax. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Gently roll your head from side to side. Either head is on a block or on a pillow or just simply on your mat. And just keep turning the head. Very slowly slow down the turn of the head, just allowing movement in the neck. Back to center. Tucking the chin in. Allowing your body to become heavier and heavier, relaxing into the floor. Let's focus on our breath becoming deeper and deeper. And try and breathing through the nostrils. Breathe in, the abdomen rises up like a balloon. Exhale completely, sink down into your mat. Inhale a lovely deep breath into the belly. Exhale, soften the body down into your mat. Become heavier and heavier. Keep those breaths long and rhythmical as you soften. Really important to allow the body to relax before your session. So really focus on relaxing your body and staying present. Lovely, everyone. Let's stretch. Bring the arms up over the head. A big, big stretch. Point the toes. Push your heels away. Bring the arms up to ceiling. Rotate the wrists. Rotate the ankles. Separately, one way and then the other way. Perfect. Good, everyone. Bring the arms down by our sides. So we're going to have to definitely make sure that our knees are bending. So have them on your bolster or with underneath, knees on top of cushions. And then we're going to inhale our right leg up, bring the arms up over the head. Make sure you've got bent knee, not overstretch. Exhale down. And then inhale, left leg up, arms up and over. Nice soft knees. You can see as my knees very soft, nice bend. Exhale down. Inhale, right leg up. Deep breath, exhale down, and inhale left, leg up, arms back. Lovely, everyone. Exhale down. Keep the palms by your sides and do some circling, but we're aiming the knee to ceiling and keep the knee to hip like a small circle. Okay. Good, let's change direction gently. Nice, everyone, good. And then left knee in and circles. Arms pushing into the floor, keep yourself stabilized. Good, change direction. Lots of clunking happening this end. Okay, hold underneath the knees and just squeeze into the chest and then release. So you're holding under the knees and you're squeezing elbows into the sides of the body, and then you're releasing, elbows straighten, knees to go up towards the ceiling, and then you bend and then you straighten. So you're just pulling the knees towards you and then releasing. So a little release of the lower back. Good. Blocks come out from under the head or whatever you're leaning on. And I want us to do our lovely roll from side to side. Did this last week. One palm on top of the other and then come up and roll the other way. Okay, keep the head on the floor as you roll. Knees go separate and then together. Lovely deep breaths as we massage the spine. And just one more. And back onto the back. And stretch the legs as straight as you can. Lovely micro bend of the knee. Stop sign with the hands towards the ceiling. And then bounce the heels into buttocks gently. And then up, push the palms towards the ceiling as well. And then as the heels bend into the buttocks, you relax the arms. And then push sign, release, stop sign, should I say. And then push with the arms, heels pushing away, and then bounce. Great. Okay, hug your left knee, lifting the head up, straighten the right leg out, and then lifting up and lowering. Inhale up, exhale down. Lovely. Inhaling up, exhale down. Inhaling up, exhale down. So you're just lowering it, going up and down, Neil, not cycling. And then change legs. Okay, so hug your right knee, left leg long, and lifting up and down. Okay, that's it. Lovely. Deep breaths as you do this. Good, last one. Excellent, knees in, squeeze. And whilst you're squeezing the knees, just turn again your head from side to side. It's a lovely, safe way to turn the neck. You have the support of the floor underneath you. Keep turning. Lovely. And then both knees to the left-hand side, one arm on top. Again, we did this last week. So this is my hands on the floor, I'm just out of view. And then you just open. So you keep your knees to the left-hand side of your body, and then the knees tucked in. Then open the arms, one arm, the right arm out to ceiling, and then close again. Keep the knees tucked up to the left elbow, and then open, chest to ceiling, and close. If it's too much on your right shoulder, just hover the arm in the air. Don't try and get the arm to the floor. And close. And if the knees separate, that's absolutely fine. Lovely. And when you're opening, you're inhaling. And when you're closing, you're exhaling. Perfect, everyone. Let's do the other side. Tucking those knees up. One hand on top of the other. So inhale, open. Check your back because we haven't warmed up particularly much yet. So do go very gently. Separate those knees if they want to separate, that's fine. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. A lovely spinal twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And inhale, open. And exhale, close. Excellent. Let's roll back onto the spine. And then just roll your bolster away, place the feet flat on your mat, arms out at 90 degrees. We're just going to lift and lower in bridge. So chin tucked in, shuffle out your shoulders, and then hinge up, lifting up the hips, and then roll the back down through the spine, through the vertebra of the spine. Tilt the pelvis up first and lift and lower. A lot of repetition tonight, so exhale, lower. Chin tucked in, eyes gently closed, gently lift into a flowing bridge of up and down, and then lift. Push into the feet, lift the hips, exhale down. And lift. And this time we stay. So you don't have to push all the way up. Remember, we're right at the start of the session, so you might only want to go halfway up because we're going to hold for a few breaths. Good. Roll the back down. And then we'll take our socks off because we're coming up to standing. So come up safely, either rock all the way up or roll to one side, come up. Okay, lovely. We'll just start with gentle shoulder rolls. Just a quick hello to Karen and Andreas who have joined us, and I didn't get to say hello. Hi. Okay, backwards rotations of your shoulders. Loads of crunching going on for me tonight. Nice. Good, change direction. Excellent. Hands on the waist. We want to do some hula movement. So you're just going to turn the hips, soft knees. Lovely. Excellent. Change direction. Right. Then we're going to sink into the knees and lift. So I just want you to come up and down for a second whilst I do something with my yoga mat. Okay, so still just you're sinking and lifting. Sorry, that was a bit too patterned. Just cover it up with this. Okay, lovely. And then you're sinking and lowering. It's only because we've got a lovely new lady all the way from Portugal, but I just want to point out, so in case you get confused which arm, which leg, on my right leg is this lovely garland, flower garland, and on my left, oh no, my left hand doesn't have a watch on. Usually has a watch on. Anyway, so just in case you get confused which arm and leg. Anyway, we're going to go wide, stride, hands on the waist, and then you bend in and out of the right knee, so your hips turn to the side. So if you're facing me, you might want to turn your mat the other way, okay, so that you can look at me straight on. So bend and straighten into the right knee. Lovely, change sides. And you bend and straighten into the other knee. So facing the front, we just want to place the hands on our thighs and roll down. So shoulders curve in, soft knees, chin tucked in and roll down all the way as far as you can. Bend the knees even more as you reach down towards the floor. Nod your head yes, shake your head no, and then roll up. Just really want us to do lots of repetition today. Okay, repeat. So soft knees, roll down. And then roll up. So just straight spine, we're not arching back yet. And then soft knees, roll down. Shoulders travel forwards first, then curve the spine down. And then inhale up. Excellent. So we're going to hold the opposite wrist. If we just all mirror me, if we face the front, mirror me. And so you place your hand on the wrist, lift the arm up, and stretch over to your left. Yeah, that's lovely. Keep a lovely softness in the knees. Make sure your feet are parallel, look down. If your toes are turning out, turn them in. That's it. Good, Diane, well done. And then we come up, and then you reclasp the hands the other way, and lift, and stretch over to your right. Good, keep those feet parallel, very nice. Perfect, back to center everyone. Exhale the arms. Inhaling up. And exhale the arms. So we're crossing the wrists. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Good. Shake out the arms. Shoulders up to the ears and release. Take the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze and release. Good. Okay, we want to do eagle arms just to really stretch out our shoulders. They get tense when we're in the winter weather. So you kind of come the Bring the arms out. Remember, eagle arms is one elbow under, one elbow on top, and then you twist the arms together. Lovely, as much as you can. That's it. And then unravel. And then we do the other arm, elbow beneath, and draw it in. Lovely. You can stand up nice and tall. Good posture, everyone. Stretching out. Bring it around. Good. Just be aware which elbow you've done and then change over. Yes. Looking very graceful, everybody. And then change. Good. And then change. Excellent. And then prayer position to the front of the chest. Pushing the hands together strongly. And pull in your core as we lean forward. So we're just going to hinge down to bow to a flat back. Pulls on the hamstring, so make sure you've got bent knees. Inhale, hinge up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, up. And then exhale, bow. And inhale, up. Okay, so we reverse it. We're going to go backwards. So either prayer facing up or prayer facing down, depending on how your wrists feel. Feet are still parallel, and then we're going to arch back. Chin up, and then neutral spine. Okay, soft knees, hinge forward, squeeze your buttocks, protect your spine, and neutral spine. And then hinge, hips forward, gently arch, look up. And neutral spine. And one more hinge, open the chest, push the hands together. And neutral spine. Brilliant. Bring the arms down. Okay, so we'll do eagle legs now. So we did eagle arms. I want you to just do crossing the legs. You cross the legs if you're sitting, and then you place your right toes on the floor, because I'm just being very kind and we're just pressing the toes on the top on the floor, and then arms come out. Lovely, you're already doing that, most of you. And then once you're in position, maybe I'm not that kind, you do lift the toes. Okay, if you're whatever is the leg in front, that you lift the toes. Okay, nice balance. Come out. She says early because she starts to fall over, and then recross the other way. So it's important to get the toes down first until you feel all square and straight in the body. Good. Soften the knees, and then lift front toes. So whichever is your front leg, you lift the toes. Lovely. Good balancing. Breathe, remember. Really focus and breathe. Well done, everyone. Really brilliant for the ankles. Excellent. It's easy on my side as well. Perfect. Turn the toes out. Inhale the arms up, and we're just scooping down as if we're reaching for a little big bowl of petals or leaves down to the floor, lifting them up in front, and then scattering them around. Okay, and then sweep. Bend the knees, sweep down. Lovely warm-up exercise. Inhaling up and scatter them out. Exhale. Inhale. Scatter them out. And down. This time, stay down. Cup the fingers forward, turn the toes forward. Just stay in a gentle forward bend. Wiggle the jaw. If you have the flexibility, the palms are flat, but really I can't get palms flat at this point. Protect your back by cupping the hands if you need to. You just have hands rested on the shins if you're feeling it's even too strong to bring the hands to the floor. Good. Hands come to the knees and gently roll up. Lovely, everyone. So I'm just going to take off a layer. Good. So we're going to stand at the front of our mat and do a sun salutation. So I want you to inhale and exhale, prayer position. Inhaling up And gently arch back. And then back into prayer to hinge forward like we did earlier. Bring the hands to the floor, also like we did earlier. To step your right leg back and drop the knee down. Point the toes back, come up onto the front knee, bring the hands. I want you to hinge forwards with the knee slightly. Okay, look up, gentle arch. Good, neutral. And then you bring the hands down either side of the foot and just travel back for me only a little way. Lift the toes a little bit. So it's a hamstring stretch, but you have to be really careful. Don't try and sink too far back. You take the stretch away if you sink back with the buttocks. Lovely. Bring the body forwards. Keep the hands either side of the left foot and stay in your lunge. Let the head relax down. Good. And then lift yourself up to swap sides. So you bring both knees in line. Step your right foot forward. Okay, so first we just have the hand on the knee, gently arch. Nice. Splay the feet, not fingers, splay the toes. Place them down, lovely. Breathe into the belly, and then we bring the hands either side, lifting the toes up. Just travel back slightly, not too far. If you travel back all the way here, you've lost the stretch. So just stay quite high in the hips. Let the head hang. Good. Toes drop to the floor. Walk the hands forward and just stay in a lower lunge. Not too low. If it's too much, then just back off. Bring the hips back behind you a little bit. Good. Onto all fours. Let's have knees together, arms out in front. I just want you to travel back into child pose. But with the arms forward. So you have swan arms, but knees together. So child pose. Sinking back into your heels. Good. Look forward to your thumbs, hinge up. You might need to walk the hands forward a little bit to get the hips down into a gentle up dog. But have a pause if it feels too tight still to drop the hips too low. Have the bottom like mine is slightly in the air. And then we're going to come in and out of it. So travel back, knees together. Then push into your wrist. You might want to walk the hands forward slightly to drop the hips. Lovely. Good. Knees are together, big toes touching. Travel back. Lovely. And then onto all fours. Good. I want you to slide your knee forward. Any knee injuries, just bring your knee halfway forwards and don't drop too low. We're doing pigeon. If you're fine, bring the knee all the way forwards in line with your hands and slide the left leg back. Okay, so it's your right knee forwards. Lovely. In pigeon pose, looking up. And then you come down, but you only come halfway down with the elbows into the sides of the body. Just drop. Then push into your hands and lift. Come up as high as feels comfortable. Chest open. Lovely. Exhale. Drop. Inhale, lift. Nice, everyone. Exhale, drop. Elbows in. Inhale, lift. That was wonderful. Good. Change legs. So we can do left, slide the left knee forwards. If possible, be between the hands, but halfway is also fine. And you're lifting the body, chest up, look forwards in your pigeon. Nice, everyone. And then simply lower down, chest over left knee. Inhale. Stretch up, look forwards. Exhale down, elbows in. Hands in line with your knee. Inhale up. Exhale down. Pigeon is fantastic. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good, everyone. Slide the knees so they're in line with each other. I'm going to keep the knees together to come it up into a camel. So I want you to just be on your knees. You can do this from standing. If your knees aren't happy with being kneeling, do this back bend from standing. Thumbs into the lower back, hips forward, and gently arch. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, draw the elbows back. And then we're just going to move the chin. So I want you to have chin up and then chin tucked in. Look down to the navel or the chest. Inhale, head up. Exhale, chin in. And inhale, head up. And exhale, chin in. Lovely. Just doing a classic class today. Been doing so many weird variations recently. I thought we'd do a classic. So bring the arms forward, come up onto the knees. Let's do a downward dog. So push your heels up onto the toes, and then let's heel and toe. Good, bring the knees back down and dip the spine very gently, look forwards, shoulders above wrists, then round the back, rounding the shoulders, breathing deeply. And then from your rounded back, unusually we're going to go into downward dog. So tuck your toes under, the feet are quite close together, push back into a downward dog. This time we're just staying. I want you to move your feet backwards or forwards, wherever feels comfortable, to then stay in quite a strong downward dog that feels right for your body. Any point you need to bring the knees down, make sure you do. Don't hold anything that doesn't feel stable. Good, knees come down and just come sinking into your heels. If this isn't comfortable, be here for a moment. Otherwise, sink into your heels, that's lovely for hero pose. And then we're going to come into side plank, but assisted side plank. So you want to be on all fours. Actually, having said that, there's an easier way of getting into this. Okay, so come up onto the knees. Step your left foot forward. Lovely, everyone, left foot. Turn the left toes out a little bit for me. Turning to the left side of your room. Okay, then bring your right hand down in line with the left ankle. And then bring your left arm up high. Okay, I want you to then tuck your right toes under and lift the knee. Okay, so you're pushing through the heel rather than lifting up the hips. Lovely. So it's a assisted side plank. Very good, everyone. Come down. Bring both hands down. Just stay here for a few breaths. Excellent, everyone. And then onto all fours, we'll just come up onto the knees. And do all that again on the other side. So we're going to do our right leg this time. So the right foot comes down and forwards. Turn the right toes out for me. Place the left hand down. Then the right arm up. So you're turning towards the bent knee. Tuck your left toes under. So it sounds like Twister. And then lift the left leg. You're doing a lovely side plank assisted with your foot.
May the long time sun shine upon you.
Good. Bring the knee down. Let's come back into child pose, and this time we'll keep the knees together, forehead to the floor. I like to put a block under my forehead, but you can have head just on the floor.
Within you, guide your way on. Guide your way on. May the long time sun.
Very nice, everyone. Good. So you want to just come onto all fours. And again, we're keeping the theme of our lovely runner's lunges. So I want you to step your right foot forward, tuck the toes under, lift the left knee. Okay, so in a long runner's lunge, try not to lift the hips up high, keep them low. If it feels too much to have the knee off the floor, bring the knee down. Okay, just breathe in your runner's lunge. Doing brilliantly, good. Come down. Slide the right leg back. Roll the body up. Step the left foot forward. Hands either side. Tuck your right toes under and lift the heel. Sorry, lift the knee, push the heel back. So in your runner's lunge. If it's too much, put the knee back down. Listen to your body. Because I have longer knee to ankle than my arms, I have to cup. Some of you will be able to place the hands flat on your mat for your lunge. Lovely, good. Come down. You just simply want to turn this into a forward bend. So you just leaning, both knees are in line with each other, coming into a squat. So you sink back, hands either side of the knees, onto the toes, and we very gracefully come up. So you push the heels down, keep the chest over the thighs, hands wherever you like. If you want assistance, place your block or book, whatever you got, under the hands, and so you've got something to push into. You've got the flexibility, obviously, the floor, but if you'd rather have a bit of assistance, use your block. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. And start to straighten the backs of the legs and start to release from the floor as you roll up. Lovely, some circles again. Brilliant, just some nice classic poses today. I want you to step your right foot forward, back foot at 45 degrees. Woo. Falling over. Okay, keep the hips turning towards your front leg. Bend into your right knee and gently arch. So it's a warrior one with hands on the waist. And I want you to stay in warrior one pose, but you're just swinging your left arm forwards, your left leg that's back. Swing your left arm forwards and then bring it all the way back behind you. Turn your chest, just place your hand on your thigh. Okay, so you're turning and looking over your left shoulder, but keep your hips to the front as much as you can. You'll feel it down this lovely left hip flexor. Yes, lovely, Lola, good. Just look over your shoulder. Good, swing that left arm up and forwards and down. Good, change sides. So So left foot forward, right foot back. Into your warrior one, which means hips facing towards that bent front knee, hands on the waist, elbows pushing back. So a warrior one holding the waist, lovely bent front knee. Okay, you swing your right arm forwards, then bring it back, and you hold the thigh. Okay, try and keep the chest and the hips slightly more forwards for me this side, and then look over your right shoulder. Good, swing that right arm forwards and up. Good, step forwards. Doing so well, everyone. Wiggle out the hips. Be sure we grab a little bit of water. Everyone. So we want to do a spinal twist. So we want to do spinal twist from chair. Actually, what I might ask you to do, if you've got a block or a cushion, you place that between your knees. Okay, that's lovely. And then you're just going to hinge forwards. Take your right elbow either past the left knee, or I'm going to push mine into the block and then twist, okay? But the idea of the block is to keep your knees in line with each other. Okay, prayer position twist. Lovely, Nancy, that looks marvellous, good. Good, let's do, before you do the other side, you hang down, hold the opposite elbow, let the back of the neck relax. Good, and let's roll up the body to standing again before we do the other side, okay? So it's coming up to standing. Let's bring the shoulders up to the ears. Keep squeezing your block and release the arms and squeeze and release and squeeze and release. Good. Soft knees, let's do that again. If your block's unlodged, make sure it's in a nice position so you can twist. So then elbow either pushing into the inside of the block or past the left knee into your prayer twist. Just look down and check that your knees are in line and then twist. Okay, push, nudge into the bottom elbow to help your twist. Amazing, good. Come down. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but try and walk your feet back with the block between your knees. It's actually quite tricky. And just squeeze the block, okay, in your downward dog, which is bringing the knees into a lovely alignment. Good, and then shift the weight to plank. If you need to walk your toes back, do. Again, the block's there. Squeezing the block between the thighs. If it's too much, bring your knees down at this point. Don't hold the pose. Good. All right, with the block there, it's difficult to come down. So come back up again and then just release the block, release it down and then come down. We just want to sink down and let's come into swan this time. So it's knees wide, slide the arms along, forehead down. Okay, so unusually, because I'm only mixing things up at the moment, relaxation will be shorter, but it'll be on the belly. So you can put your socks on at this point, grab some water, but then you're going to relax in crocodile on the belly. So crocodile is literally the resting point before you do a back bend, and you just lie like this, toes turning out, heels turning in. So just take your time to come down. If you want to put some layers back on, you can do that and grab some water. Put my socks on. Just relax, look to one side. Cheek resting on your hands. And just deep breaths as you relax your spine, become heavier in the front body. So used to lying on our back, we don't often just relax fully in crocodile for our midway Shavasana, but treat it as a Shavasana as you relax. Breathe in, push the belly into the floor. And breathe out, soften belly. I'm actually going to move and place my cheek on the floor. Find out the point that feels comfortable for you. My hands aren't very comfortable, so I'm just moving them out of the way. And just keep breathing deeply. Get the hips to soften, get the knees to soften, soften your face. Any point you want to turn the head the other way to get a little stretch in the neck, you can do. Just feel the torso becoming heavier and heavier as you relax. The breath strong and the body softening on the exhales. Lovely, everyone. Let's point the toes back. Make sure you've got enough room behind you. And the feet are still just slightly wider than your mat. And then just place the hands just slightly, fingertips slightly jutting past the elbows, the classic cobra. And then elbows in, shoulders away from the ears, and get the forehead on the floor. Take some breaths here before we lift. Maybe rock out the hips. And then push into the hands. Engage your core and lift up slightly. I don't want you to use your arms so much. I want you to have the strength in the spine for your cobra. There is some strength in the hands, but you're not lifting up so high that you're using all the arm strength. It has to come in the back as well. So keep the chin tucked in and hold your cobra. Good, and then exhale down. Let's get the chin or the forehead to the floor. We're just coming up again. So before you do, wiggle out the hips, softening the spine, releasing any tension in the lower back. And then to come up, I want you to focus on the hips. So push the pelvis down and the hips lift up. Engage your core, pull in your abs, squeeze the buttocks. Quite a lot going on. Breathe. Good, and lower. Perfect. Let's make pillow with the hand. I'm just shuffling forwards because you need enough room behind you to have your toes pointing back. Maybe have your chin forwards, look forwards, and have the feet together because we're going to do locust leg lifts. So I want you to just lift your right leg without pivoting over to the left. Right leg comes up and exhale down. So keep the hips square to the floor. That's how high you lift. Left leg up, exhale down. Right leg up. Do not tilt. Exhale down. Left leg straight up behind you. Exhale down. Right leg up. Exhale down. And left leg up. That's the last one. Exhale down. So we're going to do all three styles of back bend today. And we haven't done this bow pose for a very long time. So I want you to be very, very careful with it. And if it doesn't feel right, if you can't reach for the toes, just have your feet here and then just lift up into Sphinx pose. Okay, so this is nudging this way. This is the variation if you don't want to do full bow pose. Otherwise, you do reach back for your feet, so your ankles, and then you lift up head and chest. If you can lift the knees off the floor, they might stay on the floor, that's fine. Just really careful because we have not done this for a while. Good. Come down. Didn't get to have the chance to look at your lovely serious faces when we did that, and we were only going to do it once. Okay, and then let's come up and back into swan for a lovely rest back, forehead down. Perfect, everyone. Doing some lovely, marvelous classic poses today, which we'll carry on now with our seated positions. So I want you to grab your block, have your strap. With your knee, if those with knee injuries, rather than having the foot into the body, we're going to do a leg out in front, one leg bent, one leg straight. If that doesn't feel right for your knee, just have the leg out. Okay, with a straighter leg. Move backwards a little bit. Okay, otherwise we do the classic 1 foot long. Let's do Right foot, if you're facing me, lovely, good. And then the other knee out. Okay, good. Lovely, everyone. Stretch the arms up, shoulders down, and then strap around your foot and fold forwards, both shoulders level. Tuck the chin in and come into your forward bend. Lovely. Breathe and relax over your straight leg. Great. Most of you, that straight legs is your, which leg is it? Your right leg. Feel the hip opening. Lovely, everyone. Lovely stillness. Enjoying watching you. Good. Good. Gently roll the body up. Straighten out the leg that was bent. Swap sides. And hinge forward once again. Keep those toes up to ceiling as you hinge forward. Keep both shoulders level. Elbows in. Let the head drop. Beautiful. Good. Lovely, Karen. Very nice. Beautiful, everyone. Gently roll up. Classic forward bend now, so both legs are out in front. Just adjust so you feel comfortable on your block. You might not need a block or want a block, that's also fine. You might not need to have the strap to reach for your toes. I'm going to use my strap, but you don't have to. Elbows in. Just allow yourself to fold forwards nicely and safely. Soft jaw, soft face, back of the neck, relaxing. Lovely, everyone. Gently roll up and into the spinal twist. So you take your leg, draw it into your body, sit up nice and tall. We'll mirror each other. Let it be your left leg. Good. And then right arm wraps around and twist to this side, to your left. Okay, lovely. Both shoulders level. You might need to cup the back hand as you twist. Look over your left shoulder. Lovely, Rosie. Very nice. Good. Straight spine. Lovely, Mary. Excellent. Good. Turn to the front and change sides. So to get ready before you twist, make sure you're sitting up very tall. Draw the shoulders down and only then wrap the elbow around to turn the waist. And when your waist is turning, both shoulders level. Don't lean back into the back arm. And if the length of your body or the fact that you're sitting on a block means you need to cup the hands, do that. Look over the right shoulder and breathe. Really lovely posture, Mary. Well done. Really nice. Good. Amazing. Good. Okay. So for the next pose, you might just want to sit here, have the feet slightly out, feet flat. This is a variation of garland pose. It's not so strong on the knees and the thighs. So you do this. Actually, if we all do this together, and then if you want to do the stronger version in just a second, you can, or you stay here. Okay, so elbows nudge into the sort of thigh area or at the knees. Prayer position. And drop forward. So the toes might turn out, that's fine, and the insides of the feet might come up. But try and drop the chest as low as you can, as if you're doing a forward bend. Soft face, soft jaw. Good. Let's come up. I want you to bring just the hands to the floor behind you. Keep the legs where they are. Just push your chest forward. Head travels back. Good. And then either repeat that again, or if you want the full garland pose, you come up onto the, want to do as if you're coming forward first and then drop low. But see how you feel. It's very intense on the hips. Okay, so choose the one that's right for you. Lovely, everyone. Good. Okay, so come into all fours, however gracefully you can manage that. And we're just on all fours now. So have the knees together. And nod your head yes. Shake your head no. And just breathe here just for a little while with the head hanging. And that's another classic thread the needle, but I want you to come into it not with the hips traveling back, but really hips up high. So stay in your cat-cow position, then slide your right arm through, keep the bottom up high, try and get the shoulder down. And breathe, thread the needle. Lovely, Diane. Good. Deep breath, stay in the pose. Try and shuffle that right shoulder through a little bit more, get the more intense stretch. Pushing into the left wrist, so you're just engaging that left wrist, keeping it nice and strong. Left elbow in the air. Lovely, everyone. Unfold. Let's come to the other side. So keep the bottom up high, Swing the left arm through. Right elbow high in the air. Nudge that left shoulder through. Try and get the left shoulder on the floor. Nice, come out gently and back into swan. So I want knees wide, travel the hands forward, forehead down, but soften the elbows to the floor, resting swan pose. Lovely, everyone. Okay, so we want to end with an inversion and then a held fish. We won't stay too long. Time is passing very quickly, but we want to do an inversion. So either bring your legs in the air, use your bolster, or come up into shoulder stand. Okay, whatever feels right for you. Or if you don't have a bolster, you can also bring your legs up onto a sofa or whatever, as long as the hips are above. You can do this as well if you don't have a bolster to lift your legs up on. Okay, so whichever inversion you want to do. Lovely. And just do any variations you want to do. I'll just demonstrate. If you're just lying on your back, you can just have your knees in and then just straighten the legs and then bend the knees. Okay, everybody else to do whatever your variations you want to do. Lovely, Nikki. I like those. I like those. My favorite variations. Nice, everyone. Good. So we're going to end with a supported fish. If you don't have a bolster and don't want to do it this way, you just lie flat. Okay, so I'd say to the low, just lie flat on the floor, unless you have a bolster. And then we also use our block, and it's a way of relaxing. Head on our block and then chest open. But if you don't have those props, just lie flat in Shavasana, okay? Or if you fancy, I'll be very kind and say if you don't fancy doing fish as your relaxation pose, just come down into Shavasana, okay? feeling any tingles or not tingles, feeling any niggles in the spine, just bring the feet up to ceiling, bring the knees together and the feet wide, and that just supports the back a little bit more. And then let's just rest and relax. Just for the last 5 minutes, we're running over slightly, so we'll be finishing at 7:35. I do apologise. Put deep breaths into the belly as you relax in your Shavasana. Do remember to cover the eyes as you relax. Starting with deep breaths. Feel your body softening, feel your breath relaxing, becoming softer and softer as your body becomes softer and softer. Okay, so you could just start stretching, yawning and sighing, and I will just say namaste to those who are watching the recording on catch up.